tropic levels are mentioned. You observe, that is T1, T2, T3 and T4. So like this, the different combinations you observe, and then what are hydrophytes, what are xerophytes, what are mesophytes you observe, and apart from that, so many other things, food chain, food web and all. Today, we'll discuss about some of the tropic levels. So here, we'll go to the whiteboard. So, in case of this, we are studying the ecological pyramids. So, ecological pyramids. Here, you are knowing the food chain, and in this food chain, first level comes the producers, then consumers, then decomposers. So like this, producers and consumers we are considering here. So consumers, primary consumer, secondary consumer and tertiary consumers. And energy flow is always unidirectional. In only one direction the energy is moving. So how you are indicating this energy flow in one direction? So here the ecological pyramids, they are very helpful to us. And here actually the ecological pyramids are divided into three types. That is, it is called pyramid of number, then pyramid of biomass, then pyramid of energy. So, three types of pyramids you are observing, that is number, biomass and energy. Number is always counted in number, is numbers. Biomass is always calculated in kg. Then energy is calculated in kilocalories or joules. So, the calculation will be in number. If it is in number, then we are calling it as pyramid of number. If we are calculating it in kgs, that is weight, then we are calling it as biomass. If we are calculating that in kilocalorie or joule, then definitely we are calling it as the pyramid of energy. Now, pyramid, why only pyramid they are taken? It is only because any pyramid, any triangle, if you are observing, the base is always broader than the tip part. So here, just see the base. The first level we are taking, then comes the second level, then the third and fourth. These are different tropic levels. In first tropic level, they are coming producers. Then comes primary consumers. Then comes secondary consumers. Then tertiary consumers. So, the different topic levels. Here you can take any examples. But each topic level we are calling it as T1. This becomes T2, and here it is becoming T3, and finally it is becoming T4. Say for example, one example we will take in this itself, and it will be very clear, and all these three I will explain it to you here. Here I am changing the color. Just see, the example of producers, we are taking it as a grass. Then grass is eaten by rabbit. Then rabbits are eaten by snakes. then snake is eaten by hawk. So see the example, grass, who is eating grass? Rabbit. Who is eating rabbit? Snake. Who is eating snake? That is hawk. So here, first T2, it is becoming the herbivores. Why herbivores? Because producers are always autotrophs. Then herbivores, they are eating plants. Then this is a lower carnivore. The snake is becoming lower carnivore. It is eating rabbit. But on the other hand, hawk is becoming a larger carnivore or bigger carnivore. It is eating snake. So in this way, the food or energy is moving from one place to another place. Grass to rabbit, rabbit to snake, snake to hawk. So in this way, the energy flow you are observing. Now, I am explaining pyramid of number, pyramid of biomass and pyramid of energy in one example itself. Just see the difference what I am telling. If you are remembering that, it will become very easy for you to remember all these three pyramids. Now, again I am changing color here. I will take green. Now see. Now we are calling pyramid of number. First one. When we are calling pyramid of number, that time the grass, rabbit, snake, hawk, these are calculated in numbers. That is, say for example, 10,000 numbers of grass. If suppose the grass is of 10,000, then the primary consumers, that is the plant eaters, okay, they are rabbits, they are becoming 100. If 100 rabbits are there, then snakes, then when you are taking the snake, it will become one snake. If one snake is there, then there will be a hawk, hawk will be one. So in this way, or you may take like this. If snakes will be 10, then hawk will be 1, 10% if you are taking. So in this way, what is happening? You are mentioning it in numbers. So grass 1,000, 10,000, rabbit 100, snake 10, then hawk 1. So 1, 10, 100 and 10,000, it is showing the pyramid of number. You are counting in numbers. On the contrary, on the other hand, if you are taking pyramid of biomass, okay, instead of number, you have to calculate in kgs. That is, here 10,000 kg of grass, 100 kg of rabbit, then 10 kg of snake, then 1 kg of hawk. Then this is the calculation that it is becoming pyramid of biomass. If suppose the energy you are calculating, energy is calculated always in kilocalories or joules. These are the units. So here, if suppose I am changing color here a little bit. Now see, if suppose 10,000 joules of grass, then 100 joules of rabbit, then 10 joules of snake, then 1 joule of hawk. So if suppose the numbers in front of that, if you are writing a joule or kilocalorie, it is becoming pyramid of energy. Hope this pyramid is very clear to you. Why you selected only pyramid? It is only because always producers are more in number than the larger carnivores. So larger carnivores are always less in number. Because of that, you are selecting pyramid. Instead of pyramid showing in triangle, you may use such type of diagram also. So first level, second level, third level and fourth level. So such type of diagrams also you can use, but here this is very convenient one. Okay, this is regarding by ecological parameter. Now I'll just give you an idea of 10% and 25% energy flow. So energy flow will observe, then we'll go to our questions. Now I'm just explaining it. So we'll see about energy flow. So how will energy flow? So always energy flow is unidirectional. In only one direction energy is moving. So it is a single way traffic. So see here. Now I am taking the same example, grass, that is the producer, then primary consumer, that is primary consumer. Here the example rabbit. The next secondary consumer. Secondary consumer here it is becoming a snake. Then comes the tertiary consumer. Tertiary consumer. Then here we are taking it as. Now see, the energy is moving from grass to tertiary consumer, producer to tertiary consumer. Now what all is happening? That you are using 25% law and 10% law. Okay, 25% and 10% loss you are saying. Now, okay, producer. Now here what is happening? Imagine the sunlight is falling on grass, so it is undergoing photosynthesis and producing 100% of energy. 100% energy is formed here. And out of this 100%, 25% energy is utilized for the activity of the grass, that is transpiration, respiration and other things. For that purpose, it is utilizing 25%, it is lost in the form of heat. So, here, the energy which is lost, 25%, this is in the form of heat. So, energy is lost here. How much is remaining? Now, 75% is remaining. 100 minus 25, it will become 75. The 75% energy is transferred to the rabbit. So, rabbit is receiving 25% of energy. When the rabbit is receiving 75% of energy, here a part of the energy is utilized by the rabbit itself. Because it has to search a food material, it has to move from here and there, move for mating, move for in search of food and so on. So for all these purposes, he is utilizing 25% of energy, and this 25% of energy is lost in the form of heat. Again heat is produced and it is lost. Now how much is remaining now? 50% of energy. So 50% of energy is transported to the snake. In snake, again the snake activities, here 25% of energy is converted into heat and it will be lost in the atmosphere. So only 25% is remaining, and that 25% is transported to hot. Whatever 25% is remaining here, this will be transported to hot. And hot, whatever 25% it is receiving, okay, it is utilizing this 25% and 25% of energy is lost in the form of heat. So the balance energy what you are observing is totally 0%. So because of that, see, I am telling you here, very important word I am using. The producers are more stronger than the carnivores, or more energized than carnivores. Why? It is only because in case of grass, that is the producer, 75% of energy is stored in their body. And slowly and gradually, each and every time, 25% will be lost. At the end, in the larger carnivore, they are not having any stored energy at all. Because of that, the larger carnivores are not eaten by any of the other organisms in the nature except the decomposers. So, the lion, cat, tiger, these organisms are not eaten by other organisms except vultures. Vultures can eat anything. So, in this way, the 25% law you people are observing. In the same way, 10% law also you can take. Say for example here, the 100% of energy. Okay, here 10% is lost, 90% is past. Or you may say the 10% when you are taking, okay, here whatever the energy is coming, that is 0.1%. And here it becomes 0.01%. And finally it is becoming 0.001%. So in this way, the 10% law you people are observing. So this is regarding 25% and 10% law. Okay, so today we discuss regarding the loss, the energy flow loss, that is 10% and 25%, and apart from that, you discussed about the ecological parameters. Now we will go back to our questions. Now here, so the first question. Extreme xerophytic condition is shown by xerophytic condition, scarcity of water, xerophytes, you are going. Okay, now here, brassica, caparis, cactus, napier. Here, the extreme xerophytic condition is shown by the cactus, cacti. That is, open share, I can take an example. Okay, the broadly known aloe vera I can take. The aloe vera edges, it is producing spiny leaves. So, whatever the plant body you are observing, the green colored structure, it is nothing but a stem of the body, and it is succulent, it is storing water inside. So, whatever parenchyma cells are present in that, they are storing water inside. So, in this way, the cactus is showing the extreme xerophytic condition. So, option C, cactus is the right one. Next, the desert can be converted into green and by. So, here Greenland by. So, desert is there. It has to be converted into Greenland. It is done by, see the options, auxilophytes, Samophytes, halophytes, tropical trees. It is definitely option B, Samophytes. Samophytes, they are converting desert into Greenland. Next one. In halophytes, nematophores are helpful in. Nematophores, Avicennia, Rhizophora, you heard all these things. And here, the breathing roots. That is the simple sense, mangroves. Okay, now see, the nematophores are helpful in protein synthesis, respiration, transpiration, carbohydrate, yes, metabolism. So here it is not a metabolism, it is actually metabolism. So here the right answer is respiration. Nematophores, they are producing roots. The roots are coming out of the surface of the land and there in waterlogging areas, and these roots are having a small pores, and the pores, they are helpful in exchange of gases. So in this way, they are helpful in respiration. So option B is the correct one. Next, Rhizophora is an example of here hydrophytes, lithophytes, mesophytes, halophytes. It is the best example is D halophytes. Next, Acacia arabica is a just see mesophyte, hydrophyte, xerophyte, halophyte. It is growing in a desert area, so that is xerophyte. Option C. Next, Casuarina equisetifolia. Casuarina equisetifolia is a mesophyte, xerophyte, hydrophyte, mesophyte. So here the best example here is option B is the correct. Sorry, option C is the correct one. Those are called hydrophytes. Next, Ecornia crassipes is a just see desert plant, parasite, water plant, terrestrial plant. It is hydrophytic plant. So you are calling option C, that is the water plant. Next one. Plants of salty seashore wetlands are called, salty seashore and wetland are called halophytes, heliophytes, then hydrophytes, saprophytes. They are definitely called as halophytes. So, plants salty seashore wetlands are called halophytes. Option A is the right one. Next, nematophores plants are found in nematophores, the Rhizophora, that is mangrove, in desert, near river banks, in grassland or mountains. Near river banks is the correct one. Option B. Next, excessive parenchyma is characteristics of parenchyma. The parenchymatous tissue is storing air inside and becoming parenchyma. So it is giving buoyancy to the hydrophytic plants. So here hydrophytes, xerophytes, mesophytes, heliophytes. It is the best example A, that is the hydrophyte is the correct answer. Next, mark the correct pair. So here plants growing in shady places, heliophytes. B, plants growing in light, sciophytes. C, plants growing in saline soil, halophytes. Roots are absent, xerophytes. Here option C, plants growing in saline soil, they are called as halophytes. This is the correct pair. Next one, nematophore roots are present in, that is mangroves. Okay, nematophore breathing roots. Just see mesophytes, xerophytes, hydrophytes, halophytes. Definitely they are halophytes. Option D is the right one. Next, which is adapted for aquatic habitat? In out of this, which one is adapted for aquatic habitat? Now, Aldrovenda, Vallisneria, Centechia, then all of these. Here, option B, Vallisneria is adapted as hydrophyte. Next one. Here, the first plants to reappear in badly buried forest, badly burned forest area will most probably be here mosses, liverworts, herbs, grasses. The bryophytes are grown there, so the mosses are growing first. Next, last stabilized community in a plant succession is known as last stabilized community, they ask. So, cereal community, pioneer community, ecosphere, then climax community. It is called as climax community because at the end, if the water body is there, it gets converted into forest. So it is called climax community. Next one, intermediate community between pioneer and climax community is called cereal community, biotic community, temporary community, then ecosphere. It is called cereal community. Option A, cereal community is right one. Next, climax vegetation of a region is generally just see xerophytic, hydrophytic, mesophytic depends upon the climate. It is C, mesophytic. Next one. Primary succession is development of communities on, just see, newly exposed habitat, cleared forest area, freshly harvested crop field, pond field after a dry season. It is option A, newly exposed habitat is the right one. Now, succession showing changes in communities at a place is called. So see, geographical succession, biotic succession, physiographic succession, climatic succession. Here, the correct answer is biotic succession, option B. So, xeric environment is characterized by precipitation, low atmospheric humidity, extremes of temperature, high rate of evaporation. So here option B, low atmospheric humidity is the right one. Now what is wrong about xerophytes? Just see here, sunken stomata, small spiny leaves, the thick cuticle, larger number of stomata. So the xerophytes, all these three are correct, but larger number of stomatas are totally absent. They are having sunken stomata. So option D, large number of stomata is the right answer here. That which one is not a trait of xerophytes? Which one is not a character of xerophytes? Okay, which one is not a trait of xerophyte? Trait in the sense character. Just see, thick cuticle, sunken stomata, parenchyma, well-developed mechanical tissue. Here, parenchyma is not a characteristic of the xerophyte. So, friends, this part is completed here. In coming part, I am explaining you about the ecological succession and also interaction among communities. So, we'll stop it here. Thank you one and all.